Climate change is the defining challenge of our time, but solutions exist. From clean energy to carbon capture, these innovations are reshaping our future. Here are the top 10 most impactful climate change solutions that could save the planet. At number 10 is climate policy and carbon pricing. Climate policy and carbon pricing are powerful tools for driving systemic change in how societies produce and consume energy. Robust climate policies, such as net zero commitments, renewable energy mandates, and fossil fuel regulations, provide long-term direction and accountability for governments and industries. Carbon pricing, whether through a tax or cap-and-trade system, assigns a monetary cost to emitting CO2, making polluting activities less economically attractive. This incentivizes cleaner technologies, improves energy efficiency, and channels investment into low-carbon solutions. Countries that implement effective carbon pricing see faster emissions reductions and innovation across sectors. Crucially, revenues from carbon pricing can fund climate adaptation, social equity programs, or renewable infrastructure. Together, policy and pricing form the backbone of meaningful, enforceable climate action, turning ambition into measurable impact. At number 9, grid modernization and energy storage. Modernizing the electricity grid and expanding energy storage are critical to enabling a clean, resilient energy future. Traditional power grids were designed for predictable, fossil fuel-based supply, not for intermittent renewables like solar and wind. Smart grids use advanced sensors, automation, and data analytics to balance supply and demand in real time, integrate distributed energy sources, and improve reliability. Meanwhile, energy storage systems, ranging from lithium-ion batteries to pumped hydro and thermal storage, store surplus electricity for use when renewable generation is low or demand peaks. These technologies reduce curtailment, prevent blackouts, and enhance energy independence. Together, grid modernization and storage ensure that clean energy can scale efficiently, making them vital enablers of deep decarbonization and essential components of a climate-resilient infrastructure. At number 8, regenerative agriculture. Regenerative agriculture is a climate-positive farming approach that restores ecosystems, improves soil health, and captures atmospheric carbon. Unlike conventional agriculture, which often depletes soil and emits greenhouse gases, regenerative practices, such as cover cropping, reduced tillage, composting, rotational grazing, and agroforestry, enhance biodiversity and increase soil organic matter. Healthier soils not only retain more carbon, but also improve water retention, boost crop yields, and increase resilience to climate extremes like droughts and floods. Regenerative systems reduce reliance on synthetic fertilizers and pesticides, further lowering emissions and environmental damage. When adopted at scale, these methods can turn agricultural land into a major carbon sink, playing a vital role in reversing climate change while supporting food security, farmer livelihoods, and ecosystem regeneration across the globe. At number 7, direct air capture, DAC. Direct air capture, DAC, is a cutting-edge technology designed to remove carbon dioxide directly from the atmosphere, addressing legacy emissions that cannot be mitigated through conventional means. DAC systems use chemical sorbents, either solid or liquid, to bind CO2 from ambient air. Once captured, the CO2 is either permanently stored underground or reused in products like synthetic fuels, concrete, or carbonated beverages. Unlike point source capture, DAC targets diffuse emissions from the past, making it essential for achieving net zero and even net negative emissions. Although currently expensive and energy-intensive, costs are expected to fall with innovation, scale, and integration with renewable energy. As climate goals grow more ambitious, DAC offers a crucial safety net to offset emissions from hard-to-decarbonize sectors and stabilize global temperatures. Number 6. Carbon capture and storage, CCS. Carbon capture and storage, CCS, is a vital technology for reducing emissions from heavy industries and fossil fuel power plants. It works by capturing carbon dioxide at the source, before it enters the atmosphere, compressing it, and transporting it to secure underground geological formations for long-term storage. CCS is especially important for sectors like cement, steel, and chemicals, where emissions are difficult to eliminate through electrification alone. It can also be paired with bioenergy, BCCS, to generate negative emissions. While still costly and limited in global deployment, CCS has proven technically feasible and is already operating at scale in some regions. With proper regulatory frameworks, investment, and innovation, CCS can play a critical role in bridging the gap to a net zero future, complementing renewable energy efforts. At number 5, plant-rich diets and reduced food waste. Shifting to plant-rich diets and reducing food waste are two powerful yet often overlooked climate solutions. Livestock farming generates significant greenhouse gas emissions, especially methane, and drives deforestation, water use, and land degradation. Eating more plant-based foods and less red meat lowers an individual's carbon footprint and reduces demand for resource-intensive animal agriculture. At the same time, nearly one-third of all food produced globally is wasted, resulting in unnecessary emissions from production, transport, and decomposition in landfills. Addressing food waste through better storage, logistics, consumer behavior, and policy can significantly reduce emissions. Together, dietary changes and food waste reduction could cut global greenhouse gases by over 9 gigatons annually while improving health, food security, and environmental sustainability for future generations. At number 4, reforestation and afforestation. Reforestation and afforestation are natural climate solutions that harness the power of trees to absorb atmospheric carbon dioxide. Reforestation involves restoring forests that have been degraded or destroyed, while afforestation establishes forests in areas where there were none before. Trees sequester carbon in their trunks, roots, and soils, making forests one of the most effective carbon sinks on Earth. Large-scale tree planting can remove billions of tons of CO2 over the coming decades while also enhancing biodiversity, stabilizing ecosystems, preventing erosion, and regulating water cycles. Success depends on using native species, protecting existing forests, involving local communities, and ensuring long-term care. When implemented wisely, reforestation and afforestation offer a scalable, low-cost, and multi-benefit approach to climate mitigation and ecological restoration. At number 3, electrification of transport. Electrifying transport is a crucial step in cutting greenhouse gas emissions, as the sector accounts for nearly 1/4 of global CO2 output. Replacing internal combustion engine vehicles with electric vehicles, EVs, significantly reduces emissions, especially when powered by renewable energy. EVs are more energy efficient, quieter, and have lower operating costs. Expanding charging infrastructure, improving battery technology, and scaling up production are accelerating global adoption. Beyond cars, electrifying public transport, freight trucks, and even aviation and shipping with sustainable fuels or hybrid electric systems is gaining momentum. Electrification also reduces urban air pollution and dependency on fossil fuels. When combined with clean energy grids, the transition to electric mobility offers a powerful, long-term climate solution that supports both environmental and public health goals. Number 2 is energy efficiency in buildings and industries. Improving energy efficiency in buildings and industry is one of the most cost-effective and immediate strategies to reduce greenhouse gas emissions. Buildings account for over 30% of global energy use, often due to inefficient insulation, lighting, heating, and cooling systems. Retrofitting buildings with energy-efficient windows, insulation, LED lighting, and smart thermostats can dramatically cut energy consumption. In industry, upgrading motors, adopting heat recovery systems, and improving process controls can significantly reduce waste and emissions. Energy efficiency not only lowers utility costs, but also eases pressure on energy grids and reduces the need for fossil fuel generation. Scalable across sectors and countries, energy efficiency measures are essential for meeting climate targets while boosting productivity, improving comfort, and supporting sustainable economic growth. Number 1. Renewable energy, solar, wind, hydro, and more. Renewable energy is the cornerstone of global efforts to combat climate change. Solar, wind, and hydroelectric power generate electricity without burning fossil fuels, eliminating billions of tons of CO2 emissions annually. Solar panels and wind turbines have become increasingly affordable, scalable, and efficient, making them viable for both large-scale grids and off-grid communities. Hydropower provides a stable, dispatchable energy source that supports grid reliability. When combined with energy storage and smart grids, renewables can fully power modern economies. Transitioning to clean energy not only reduces emissions but also improves air quality, enhances energy security, and creates millions of green jobs. With continued investment and policy support, renewables offer a clear, cost-effective path to a sustainable, low-carbon future for all. Solving climate change isn't about one silver bullet. It's about combining powerful solutions that work together. From renewable energy and electrified transport to restoring forests and changing how we grow and consume food, each action brings us closer to a sustainable future. With smart policies, bold innovation, and global cooperation, we can tackle this challenge head-on. The technology exists. The solutions are proven. Now, it's time to act. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos that empower change.